taking on the champions from the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway on Sunday Night Primetime. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Out of the gun, Fields. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. James Pierce in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Fields going to change things up here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Penix. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
2nd and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident. I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl's unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go. 18, Pioneers, Cowboy 80, Perfect, 79 Broncos.
Looking to throw, Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. But they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Penix. And complete to Drake London. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude, and you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now, but maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And it's good. And they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Over the middle, caught by London. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll throw with Penix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he works him past the 30, almost to the 25. 18 more yards there and another first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
To the air, Penix. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here we go, son.
Now Fields going to move him around.
11. Hey, 10. What's right? Hey, man, just right.
To throw again on second down. Fields got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Fields now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
First down, New York.
Here we go, son. 319.
In motion, the tight end. A lot still to go here in Super Bowl 61. We have reached the end of one quarter of play. We'll be back in just a moment. 14-0 is our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Fields. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So it looks like they start some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Good. 319. Can I see that? Angel. No mas. Hey, can.
Motion left, Smith. Fields. He finds Wilson. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here we go.
Now they'll change things up.
319. Hey, can. Let's go. Hey, can.
Again, Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
What's right? Hey, here we go. Alpha. 331. Hey, can. Mayday. Let's go, Alpha right here.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Fields throwing again. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
And that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw here. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Penix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there, and he's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and goal at the 6.
To throw again is Penix. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
2nd and goal from the 1.
70 Lions! 70
Robinson. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been in a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
On the bootleg, it's Penix. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Falcons are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
Fields changing the play.
551, 12 go.
Paul on a give up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was brought down by
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. We good. Hey, catch it. 331.
From the 50, here's Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
319. Delta. Hey, Ken. You got a mini base. Why not?
Here's Fields. This one deep for Wilson. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes Austin McNamara to punt for New York. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And it will be Falcon football.
16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
Delta. Hey, never mind. Monday. Chip slip.
Now Fields. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 54 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
At the 34-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Cowboy 79, 69.
Penix working out of the gun here. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, it's Penix. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Hey, Ken. Watch right. EQ. Hey, Ken. Right.
To throw is Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Second and 10. Fields going to change things up here.
Chip slip. Angel.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now Fields going to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go. Move 58, move 58, set. Extend. Alpha, alpha, alpha. Easy, 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 easy. Alpha, 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 alpha. Left, right. Hey, can. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
319,
and now they'll shift things around.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Hey, can. Here we go. Jump swing. 331. Extend. Hey, never mind, Monday. Hey, can. You got a mini base, west right zip. Hey, can. Out, let's go. Right.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Darren Waller as the first half is winding down.
And the Jets continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here's Penix.
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Looking to throw, Penix.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
They are going for it. Penix.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Now, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, 10. Here we go, son. 3-19, right tonight. Right.
Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 9-yard touchdown ground.
And the Jets are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Penix.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Now Penix going to hold on to it.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that. Fields hit, and the ball is loose.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey, Monday. Blue 58, blue 58. Easy. Press. Butt right.
Here's Fields. Gets this to Waller.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
No muss, no muss. Right.
Back to throw. Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Now, I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there, but obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time, but it used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, summertime and the living is easy. Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew. It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here we go, Shawty.
Ball again. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
In motion left goes Smith. From the gun on third down, Fields. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. This is taken at the 18. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. They'll throw with Penix. There's Mooney with another catch.
His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
You're not liking the look. They'll change the play.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To the air, Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28.
That's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to 24. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Breaks through the contact.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Hey, Ken. What's right? Hey, never mind, Monday. All right.
Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Now Fields going to move him around.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
James Pierce able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 3rd and 19.
Here we go. 331. Angel. Extend.
Fields now to throw.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on here to punt it away.
And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of Super Bowl 61. The culmination of the season and the crowning of a champion after the 4th quarter, which is coming up next. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And the Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he's got this down to the 35.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 35.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now a run, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams, his second sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him.
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. There don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's third down.
Here we go, set.
Looking to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Straight ahead is Hall. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 96 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Get it! Liking 18!
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Don't jump. Ready? 50 out. Let's go. All right.
Now it's Fields.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Clark Phillips has got it. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
19 winning. Here we go. No mas, no mas. Extend. Let's go alpha right here. Right.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
It got his man complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Good-looking return set up here.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Go.
On the counter, it's Hall.
For one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
319.
Here's Hall again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the New York Jets have won the Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy